Seb is the guy I never saw pumped. Recently, he worked hard again at Pic Saint-Leu with a new mega line, the Wolf Kingdom. I'm Thibaut, and lately I've been spending a lot of time with him behind the camera. I've seen him exploring crazy places, setting up routes on scary walls, always on the lookout for the hidden gems. When he's got something on his mind, nothing can stop him, not even the worst conditions. I've seen him falling so many times, but in the end, he always manages to clip anchors. Yes. The route he bolts are so long and difficult that we all wonder how he can endure such a sustained effort. Where does this endless passion for discovering the mega lines come from? Let's try together to find out more about this guide through the Wolf Kingdom.
I was looking for such an impressive wall for so long. Climbing is also about dreaming about crazy lines and crazy walls. I still remember how much I was excited when for the first time I went up to this crag. The more I was getting closer, the more I could feel the craziness of this wall. I remember standing in front of the wall, amazed by the shape, the color and the steepness. Finally, I thought I found my hidden gems close to my home. At this moment, I knew I will spend the upcoming years climbing hard here. When I did my first hard route in Pic Saint-Leu, I didn't expect this crag will have so much hard and beautiful lines. I did first Moksha, which is 80 plus 9A, Staphylococcus 9A, Chimera 9A+, and then beyond ACL. Every time, each route was just a bit beyond my limit, which helped me to progress and train in the right way to reach my next level. No! 10 years later, I found the King Line, the one with the most exhausting effort I know. I always had it in my mind, and I knew when I will finish off my project, which was ACL, I should definitely put the rope on it and check out how it is. There is just the necessary hold to have a hard line, but doable. You know, it's possible to find something too easy or just too hard without any hold. Find such a beautiful route with a perfect balance is something unique in a climber life. After so many years trying to develop the most beautiful and the hardest lines possible, I wish some climbers will come to try them. I will be so happy to see people trying my routes.
But Seb's routes are so difficult that until recently, no one comes to try them.
It's something super inspiring to see the best climbers in the world trying a line you spend so much time to develop. It's kind of a gift to see them climbing in this route.
Oh my God. I think you will love this one so much, Adam. The lower foot right knee bar seems like way better.
What's happening right now is something unique in the climbing community. Being three of us talking and sharing about a project at the same place doesn't happen often.
You stay really low, and I think I know the place.
Okay.
But if I try like this, it feels, I don't know. It works, but I feel like I'm really extended, and it doesn't, like the way you do it looks so easy, and I feel like,
Okay.
What I find really impressive that Seb working on this route alone, it's really impressive that he really took so much effort into finding the best possible beta. So even though we are here for 2 weeks with Jakob trying a lot, we almost haven't really found anything. So we are basically just copying Seb's beta with like some minor changing. The Seb's first ascent is not only impressive because he did it as a physical challenge, but also, you know, this whole mental and technical approach of finding the best possible beta, even though he mostly just tried it alone. So really a lot of respect.
The winter before he sent DNA, he was super close. Watching him again and again falling and never giving up was truly inspiring. The question is, will his experience in DNA become a game changer for his next future project?
This process in DNA was tough. It was really hard to believe I have a chance on this route until the end. I had to learn how to maintain my motivation at such a high level. For sure, I learned a lot through the DNA process, and now I am ready to live new experiences and face the next big challenge.
It's important to learn having the right mindset. Because of this, I think there is not many people in the world that can climb 9C right now. But there might be, like, especially in terms of the physical power, there are a bunch more, but then a lot of them don't have the mental power yet to do so, I think. And because I realized again that I barely have it also, you know? So, I don't know. I kind of forgot again how tough it is to try something that hard. On the first sessions, you definitely have moments where you think like, does it make sense to even keep trying? It's definitely a mental challenge to try something this hard and this close to your level.
What makes the difference between Seb and other strong climbers? Where does he get the mindset to stay focused for so long on projects so ambitious?
You know, even though his climbing style is, I would say, quite modern, he has still maybe more the old school, very cool mentality, mostly just climbing a lot, training on the rock, climbing a lot, putting up first ascents, and spending just a lot of time on the rock. He's like the real rock climber.
Mais il a toujours voulu faire des exploits en fait. 1, 2, 3, pas! Il prenait un cheval, il croyait qu'il allait sauter 3 mètres de haut avec son machin là. Il se prenait un râteau, il était vexé, tu vois, il avait la tête dans la terre. Ça a été vraiment un partage dès le début de l'activité, tu vois. Enfin, il a fait que de la falaise, hein. Grosso modo, c'était vraiment avec ça qu'il a démarré, quoi. Il n'y avait pas de salle, il n'y avait rien, hein. On allait à Château-Double, tu vois, les secteurs là-bas, là. Mais on a essayé, moi petit, je l'ai amené à Voiron, tu vois, on a fait des sélections, tu vois, pour rentrer dans l'équipe de France, tout ça, là. Et Seb, voilà, il n'était pas dans ce trip-là, il a dit non, moi, je grimpe comme je veux, quand je veux, et donc ça voulait bien dire qu'il n'avait pas besoin, tu vois, de quelqu'un qui le drive. Ouais, sa motivation, elle est intacte. On a eu grimpé mais sous l'eau, sous la neige, ben c'est pas grave, ça rajoutait une difficulté et quand c'était meilleur, ben on serait plus fort, quoi, voilà.
Verdon Gorge, Pic Saint-Loup are amazing places, maybe the most beautiful places in France. And I know if I don't like the place, if I don't like the atmosphere around, it will be super hard for me to try something that hard. Being outside near the farm of my mother with animals, chilling in the Verdon Gorge during the summer, spending good times, that was a key for me in DNA.
Actually, after so many years of Seb putting up just an amazing route, there's many places I have never been and many routes that I'm really psyched to climb. For example, Pic Saint-Loup is maybe a wall which looks even better than Aramirol, and I've never been there, so yeah, it's definitely next on the list. It's like this move is quite hard, and then this move is quite hard into the two-finger pocket. And then it's more just bumpy. So this is my day one in Pic Saint-Loup, and I was expecting a lot, and I'm just mind blown. For sure, it's one of the best hardcore tracks I've ever seen, and the climbing is perfect. It's like that. Wow, this is genius. Without Sepp, I would probably never find a way how to hold it. And it's like that. So I have just tried the Leroy de Lithium, and it's just incredible. You know, this sequence of, I don't know, 20, 22 moves without any stop, really. You just keep on climbing on actually quite small holds and big moves. And it's physical, it's technical, and it's bumpy. It's just the perfect mixture.
This is the crux of Leroy du Lithium. I've spent so much time watching them trying the hardest move. Even when they know how to do, they keep falling and falling. How can they even think of doing these moves after 35 meters of extreme climbing? It takes a mind of steel not to give up.
Right now, I'm really struggling in this last crux with this Gaston. And I don't think I have any chance of sending the route if I come in tired from the ground. I was waiting so much for the perfect conditions to have a chance on this route. We have some time to rely on luck to get the right friction. And when I knew the wind was going to pick up, I knew I had my chance. Leroy du Lithium was a step for the Wolf Kingdom project. I knew I had to control every movement of this 9B before trying it from the harder entrance.
Climbers love to spend hours talking about betas. When you see Seb and Adam sharing their impressions, you understand just how much precision is required to climb at the highest level.
Use like different little spots.
Yes.
And I think for this one, it's like not completely down, but just a bit higher. Like so, the down part is here, and then like you're kind of
Finding the right beta is maybe the hardest thing when you walk a route. Every detail counts. Every foot, every hand, every finger on the hold. So when you got it, it's really nice to share it with your friends. Wolf Kingdom is going through the most overhanging part of the wall. It starts on a hard 9A and then go right to join Leroy du Lithium. The link between these two parts of the wall looks almost impossible to me. On this last part, you have around 20 hard moves where you can barely clip one draw and put a little bit of chalk in your hand. You have to run as it was a competition route in order to keep up your level energy. Sending the 9B after climbing this first hard 9A looks like something from another world. I already did more than 50 times the first pitch, and it's really hard mentally to fall every time up there.
I haven't tried the whole Wolf Kingdom, but I think for a 9B Plus it's definitely not an easy one. That's for sure. And like having tried just the 9B version, I suppose, you know, climbing like a 9A before actually adds quite a lot. It's incredible. I skipped some of the moves as I didn't really know where to place my feet, so I was just kind of strategically waiting to rewatch the video of Sepp and save some energy, but it's so good. It's hard to believe how good it is. Really a masterpiece. It's the first one, okay. I definitely don't think it's by no means easier than 9B Plus, and let's see if it's maybe not harder. Yep. I'm surprised he still like kind of jumps from the two Gastons.
Right now, my mindset is not so great because I keep falling on the last crux. I have to be ready at the right moment with the right conditions, and it's quite hard to align everything. Changing your mind with friends, training, helps a lot to come back stronger with a good mindset for your project. You just forgot about success or fail, you just focus on the present moment to enjoy it.
Donc là, on a fini la séance au Pic Saint-Loup. Le but, ça va être de s'entraîner après la falaise pour se finir et puis aussi pour bosser des choses plus spécifiques. Parce que la falaise, en fait, c'est un effort qui est un peu long et résistant et c'est pas toujours évident de garder un niveau de force élevé en grimpant en falaise.
Ah mais ça c'est le grotte de testostérone quoi. Ah ouais. Je lâche. C'est le seul qui a pas lâché. J'étais prise de Wolf Kingdom là. J'ai croisé une balle sur les pays.
Il y a des fois on fait vraiment des trainings.
Through this Wolf Kingdom process, we are enjoying so much the time here. Projecting during the day or training after the crag is something really fun when you share it with your friends.
Là aujourd'hui, la météo est folle. Grand beau, pure condition, ça va être une journée d'escalade comme on les aime. C'est comment les conditions, Saïd ?
100%. 100%, on va dire 98 parce que c'est jamais parfait. Il y a une chose sans doute.
Crocs 1 is so sick. You have to crush these 2 creams in order to jump on this too far. There is this unique feeling when you do this move. Then you have big move and pumpy section to join Crocs 2. Crocs 2 is not as impressive as Crocs 1, but it's definitely not easier. After these Crocs, you will reach a good rest where you can calm down and recovery as much as you can. From this rest, you have to traverse right on this Crocs 3 with a huge span move. The goal of this last rest is to recovery as much as you can and get out fresh from here. If I don't, I have no chance to send Wolf Kingdom.
Ok Jules?
When I leave this rest, I have to give everything. I have to find the flow and let my rage go through the movement of the route. Climbing this last part of the route is like surfing a wave. You have to be at the right place and the right moment to have a chance to catch it. There is this last shitty bar where you can barely clip and breathe a little bit before entering in the last crux. When you reach the last crux, game is on.
Vas-y, attends, j'ai sonné la clochette. Vas-y, envoie du bruit, s'il te plaît. Et là, on l'entend dans la vallée. Genre, t'es sûr qu'à Pompignan, c'est que t'as fait la voix, quoi. Il y a eu de l'émotion après le crux. Hein. Je les ai chopés, là, j'avais les coudes, mais genre là, c'était l'enfer. Demain, j'en équipe une autre. Je vais pas rester sans projet. Merci les gars. C'est à qui je dis merci là.
Finding, bolting and climbing this perfect line was a unique opportunity in my climber life.
Salut les gars. Merci à toi.
Being able to share this experience with my friends and all the strong climbers was icing on the cake.
Et voilà, another inspiring adventure. A journey to the art of extreme difficulty, where ascending is more than just tightening the holds. But how far Seb will go is anyone's guess, not even his own. One thing is for sure, he's not about to stop.